Question 694. Why is it that religions do not advise respecting the followers of other religions?
Because it's the whole idea. They are the one and only.
They think
true.
everybody else is wrong.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They
Oh, I'm
wouldn't.
sorry.
They wouldn't try
But
to
that's
convert
not a
other
reason-
people if that was the case.
Well, I mean, I suppose, like, technically one or two of them do, but it's very, technically Islam, they're supposed to show, like, respect to Christians and like, people of the book, as they put forward, like, the monolithic other Abrahamic religions, but it doesn't really work that way out in practice.
Do you think that it aids the survival of the religion by not doing so?
Yeah.
Yes, because then you want to convert people.
It very much depends upon the religion. I mean, if the religion is, if they're aggressive, like say, like Christianity and Islam are two religions, for example, that are very aggressive in recruiting converts. Other religions are less so.
Are they?
Oh,
In creating converts? I mean, Christianity is pretty much, and I think Islam now is they're both pretty much only working through reproduction.
oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they are, but they are still. The whole thing with them is, I mean, you'd be hard pushed to find like many pagan groups that are out there trying to win converts. You know.
Yeah. The naked girls dancing on the hilltop never enticed anyone.
Naked girls.
No, but the thing with them is people seek them out. They don't come out trying to bring people in. This is the thing.
Are you trying to get Amanda, Beth, and myself to dance naked on a hilltop? Is that what you're aiming at?
I wasn't.
You don't want to
until
see
now.
them dance naked on a hilltop.
Is this a goal?
It's apparently.
Only they'll do it providing they get to burn you in the Wicker Man, Dave.
That's terrible. What did he say? I missed the thing. Sammy says they don't want their followers stolen away. So you think that by showing respect to other religions, you risk people thinking that those religions might make sense?
That kind of makes sense.
I do think there is an element of truth to that, looking at the way the Southern Baptists are working in the States.
Yeah.
They work by complete isolation.
They work by complete isolation and making you hate basically everyone but other Southern
Not them.
Baptists.
Yeah.
Doc says, because my God has a bigger dick than your God.
Yep. Surely not.
No, we're mostly the same fucking guy.
I mean, we went like 5 seconds without talking about dicks. We're doing good.
It's one of those.
It's all right.
things.
We made up for it in the last question. There was a lot of dicks in there.
So many dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ilya said, because most religions are selfish in only offering the worship of one God specific, and anything else is blasphemy. But that doesn't mean a reason why you shouldn't respect other people.
God damn it! Do you know? I just realised something. Going back to that previous question, because it's the anniversary of his death. I didn't think of fucking Rick Mail when it comes because he's a Rick.
Oh, that was
he's a
do you
Richard.
know what? That's who I thought of at the time.
I was like, it's the anniversary of his death today as well.
Is it today?
Mm.
The problem is because he's Rick.
Rick.
Yes,
he would say it. Rick.
Rick. I want to know something actually. While I've got people here, before I'm going to rule that question done, mostly because I want to be able to cut it. Right. How do Americans hear pasta?
What?
Yeah,
What did I just say?
Pastor.
It's either pasta or pasta. I can't tell.
I heard how many Americans are pasta.
They call
Jeff?
it spaghetti. They call it spaghetti.
Right, Jeff says pasta like pasta. And I think it sounds fantastic, calling someone pasta something. And I wondered whether or not that would go over Americans' heads.
As in past
Right.
or...
So call them Pasta McMurtry. Instead of pastel, instead of pasta.
Ramen.
Pasta McMurtry. This doesn't work.
It depends on the
Much of
religion.
it.
most of the ones that I'm in were called them brother because, that religion. And then the others call them reverend and then their last name.
No, but I'm more about the difference between pastor and pastor.
One's religious and one's delicious.
Yes. But my point was I didn't know whether or not they would hear the difference, is my point. Or whether they all call theirs pastor.
Ours were, Catholic churches. We don't have pastors anyway.
No.
So.
I know
It doesn't matter.
I know.
You say pasta and then pastor. So.
Yeah. Would a pastor find it odd if you called them pastor?
They might not notice unless they listen really, really carefully, because most of them would just be determined to convert you or get you out of the church if you're screaming, "Hail Satan."
Who goes into a church and screams "Hail Satan"?
I'm sure someone's done it.
Oh, I would do it. I would do it.
Would you? How
If it was like an NIFB church, yes.
No, just go in and act like it burns.
Would that not convince more people to believe?
I would go in like have you seen
It
that?
would, but it'd be funny as shit.
You've seen that prank, the Satanic Missionaries prank, haven't you? That was done on YouTube a few years ago, where they're going up dressed and they look like kind of Mormon missionaries, but they've got like black shirts and red ties, and then they're going out there like can we, Hail Satan, can we talk to you about our Lord and Saviour Satan? with leaflets.
You see the one about Cthulhu that actually has Matt Dillahunty into it, and they pretend that they're going.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
that's quite good.
I think you showed that to me, Math Pig. I think.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Right, we'll go to the next question. Much more important question.
Wait.
What? You had
I
an
didn't even fucking answer.
Oh.
See?
It was a discussion one. It wasn't the thing you want. I know you didn't butt in.
Yeah, no, you guys interrupted her.
Wait.
Go on. Go.
It's fine. Fuck it.
No.
I'm not
I
here.
want.
Okay.
No, you're here. Go on.
This is why she's red. This is why she's red Dave today. She's angry.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with her at all. She's just angry.
Technically,
It's cloudy out, so you can't even tell, but it is very red in the sun. So anyway,
technically I'd be the red one here, but
it's all about competition when it comes down to it. I mean, I think most religions know that they're on shaky ground anyway, especially with as much knowledge that is out there now. So, giving respect to another religion is almost affirming their stance and their belief. So that's my answer. Did you answer, Dave?
Then why do...
That was a very informative answer.
It was. Why do denominations respect each other?
They
Some
don't.
they don't
Some don't.
always.
Lots do.
Do you know how much shit the Catholic Church gets for not being Christians or whatever? It's something
Oh,
I've
no,
never
entirely.
heard.
I'm not saying they... I mean, especially the big
Different
schisms.
denominations- I guarantee you the different denominations that have agreements in their dogmatic beliefs. So there's an overlap there.
It was like that funny thing about, I was going back about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago with the, was it in Oklahoma with the, when there was like a sort of thing about like putting a 10 Commandments statue up or whatever. And then, and the Satanic Temple decided they would get in the act to put one up Baphomet and successfully petitioned to hold a satanic like black mass in the like city building because they'd opened it up to the Christians. And when they heard the Satanists were doing this, there's a whole bunch of Christians who turned up there to protest the common enemy, and then all started fighting themselves amongst themselves because there was like we don't want to march with the Catholics who are here. We like Pentecostals didn't want to march with the Baptists. It was fucking hilarious that they all started fighting.
You see, this is the problem. Outside. This is why I think America is failing, though, from a religious perspective. I think the religious infighting within Christianity is what has kept the religion relatively low down and politically. Right, and the problem is, I think politically they've reached a ceasefire, I would say, between the various big denominations.
I was like, not really, because a lot of they're putting more and more religion into stuff, like Trump with a Bible and everything. So people.
But this is my point. That would not have happened years ago because different religions would have objected to the specifics that were being taught.
What's a specific?
A specific. A specific.
What's a specific?
A specific.
Is it the Pacific Ocean?
I like specific better.
Again, are we talking about the Pacific Ocean? Is that what
Yes,
we're talking
the Pacific Ocean.
Just one certain ocean.
about?
Yes.
Yeah,
Maya
there's
says
so many people that call it the Pacific Ocean.
the Pacific Ocean. Maya says it depends on the religion in the US, but most denominations tolerate one another, but believe that theirs is the right way to God.
Yeah, they tolerate each other, but they'll like if you try to make them like sit down and talk, they will fight.
Beth, why do you think?
I thought I already answered.
Well, I don't know. I'm getting into trouble.
Damn it, Dave!
I don't remember what the damn question was now.
Why is it that religions do not advise respecting the followers of other religions?
Oh yeah, I did answer that because each one thinks that they have the best way, and that a lot of them believe in the same God technically, but yeah, they think that everybody else is following the wrong path and they're doing it wrong. So, which is judgmental, which is unchristian, but whatever. So yeah, I just think that they're so set in their own ways that they can't see what everybody else is saying.
You think that they can't conceive that they might be wrong then? Is literally the issue.
You know, I honestly think that some of them know that they could be wrong, but if they said that, then they would just be ousted from their community.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
I'm
think
sure
they
there's a
hold
lot more people
they hold
that
so
aren't
hard
religious.
onto the they hold so hard onto the people that are in that religion with them, and they're so much like family because the sense of community that you wouldn't want to be kicked out of that. So I think there's more doubts out there than what is voiced.
Yeah. Seraph,
Because we all doubt things. All of us do. It's just
Well, we
human
should do.
nature. We question.
we should do. But I think there are things we don't doubt. I think where it gets in your head. I don't know. Conrad, it's very hard for me to comprehend this kind of blind, absolute devotion to something. To an idea.
I agree. I just doubt everything, honestly.
Yeah, no, I do.
I don't
not
100% believe any of it.
I'm not real. That's why it's taken me that long to come on camera. I've been working on the best face rig setup ever.
You're really a dog.
I'm really a dog, yeah.
Why you want to be cat?
Do you want
No,
to? Do you want to see the real me?
It's
There you
good.
I've come from outer space. Tell nobody.
You got very human lips.
Done.
Seraphim.
I think it's just because they're taught that the other religions aren't worth their time. That's what I was taught when I was religious, that the other people were wrong and that they weren't really worth respecting, aside from what you had to do to function in society. Because fuck everyone else, basically.
Fair enough. Math Pig?
I've already said at the very start they do it, and I'm in agreement with what was in the chat because they are the biggest dick. They are the one true God. That's why they do, unless with denominations the way they overlap with their dogmatic beliefs, considering that they have the same God at the very top. They don't really mind about you eat crisps and I eat a Holy Communion, and it's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, like I said, that's
I was listening, Dave. Boom.
that's not that's not an exclusive trait to all religions historically, though, about their gods being God or gods being right. Though it's some of those things like where I've talked about on some of those Asterix streams of mine. Like one of the reasons the Roman Empire was actually quite successful was that they kind of didn't actually kind of almost incorporated like a lot of the beliefs and religions of conquered peoples kind of into their own religion as well. Which is, I mean, and I think in a lot of ways Christianity kind of did that to an extent near the beginning, but they seem to have forgotten that that's what made them successful.
Yep. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.